In January, Mike Patterson was looking forward to a bumper year as China agreed to buy $40 billion worth of US food and agricultural products, part of a deal to end a damaging tariff war that dominated the Trump administration's first 2 years. Then, COVID-19 struck.
If we aren't able to market hogs, something will have to give. We just won't have enough space to house all the animals that we have.
That might mean Mike culling his herd because coronavirus has shut down some of the biggest meat production sites in the US.
The longer we go with plants shut down, the more plants that shut down, this problem's just going to be getting bigger and bigger.
And the agreement aimed at lifting tariffs on China's export to the US in exchange for buying more goods in return is looking fragile.
Trade conflicts dominated the White House agenda before it became completely consumed by COVID-19. But that's changing rapidly as President Trump is accused of trying to divert criticism away from his handling of the pandemic.
Trump claims the virus originated in a Chinese laboratory, but hasn't provided more details. Beijing denies this, and US intelligence says the origin of COVID-19 isn't clear.
We signed a trade deal where they're supposed to buy, and they've been buying a lot actually, but that now becomes secondary to what took place with the virus. The virus situation is just not acceptable.
But there's growing concern about trade and coronavirus being linked in this way, compounded by a sharp decline in US commerce with China during their tariff battles.
Now it seems like we have a whole new chapter of tension with China, and it is not so much trade focused as geopolitical.
At his Minnesota farm, Mike Patterson is tinkering with his pigs' diet to try to slow their growth.
They're still growing, just maybe not quite as quickly.
Unlike the renewed tensions between two critical trade partners. Owen Fairclough, CGTN, Washington.